Everybody, you're back with Text to My Ex. I'm Esmarie. I have Echo Sykes with me again.
I wish that this was recording for the whole Backstreet JT.
Oh yeah, we just had a whole fucking debate.
Debating.
About Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and JT and all that, but I digress. Anyways, so we're gonna do what's called a cherry cheesecake shot. I love cheesecake. You like cheesecake?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love cheesecake. But I am very picky about my cheesecake. I can't have like chocolate cheesecake. Is that weird? I can't do like the...
I didn't know there was a chocolate cheesecake.
Oh my, have you ever been to Cheesecake Factory?
I was a chef.
Do you know how many types
never
of
made
cheesecake
that?
there is? Oh Lord, anyways.
Well, I'm sure nowadays there's like a ton. All you gotta do is just like put cream cheese and stuff.
Well, today we're gonna see if this shot tastes
Ridiculous.
like a cherry cheesecake. I'll be able to tell. I don't know about you because apparently you haven't had other cheesecake, but whatever. All you need, it's kind of simple, I think. All you need is a little bit of Pinnacle Whip vodka, some cranberry juice, some whipped cream. I'm gonna do a vanilla whipped cream because that's all I have on hand, but you can do regular, and then some grenadine. So we're gonna do, let's see. If it was just one shot, you would only do a 2 count, but because it's 2 shots, we're gonna do a 4 count, which is 1 ounce of the vodka. 1, 2, 3, 4, all right. And then we're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of grenadine.
So basically we're getting drunk.
No, it's just a shot.
That's what they always say.
A splash of cranberry.
One of these episodes we should do car bomb.
Yeah, maybe.
Tastes like chocolate milk.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It's such
It
a
does.
lie.
No,
It's
it does.
deception is what it is.
She made it wrong, but it does taste like
I didn't make it. The
Not-
bartender.
not you, but
oh,
that's what
I
I'm
was about to
saying.
say.
She
So-
made it, well, to be fair, she made it strong,
Yeah, she did. So
She
it kind of
hooked us
threw
up.
it off.
but it should taste
You gotta
like
make it the right way and not
chocolate
make
milk.
it strong.
Somebody was asking me last night, they were like, have you ever gotten drunk on Guinness? And I was like, it's like a heavy, like it weighs you down.
And it
Like
gives you a horrible headache the next day.
Well, I mean, the dock workers used to, like, they would work on the docks and run and slam a Guinness, and it
I have to make sure this doesn't get watered
fills your
down.
belly.
What I find very weird, sorry to cut him off, what I find very weird is that you're supposed to put the whipped cream in the shaker, so we're gonna do that, I guess. Okay. I know I didn't run out. Hold on.
He was huffing that. When the camera was off, she was like,
Oh, whatever. Keep going, sorry.
I'm not hearing a no.
No, I did not. I did not. I was saying, oh, whatever.
I
Like,
mean,
fuck
dude,
off.
like, we, you know.
All right, so I swear, if this doesn't taste like cherry cheesecake, I'm gonna be like pissed off. Oh shit, what is happening? Hold on. Make sure your strainer works right.
You should call it a flamingo shot.
I should, shouldn't I? But that's not what it's called.
Hey, did you hear about this?
Oh my god, what is happening with my strainer?
The storm blowing flamingos over here?
What?
So like this part of Florida didn't have flamingos for the longest time, and then that last crazy storm just blew a bunch of them over here, and now they're just hanging out. Yeah, dude, look it up.
I mean, I love flamingos. I love flamingos and I love pineapples, so I'm not complaining.
Tampa got flamingos now.
Period. All right, let's try it.
Okay.
Okay, so oh good. I can't do it if my mouth's dry. So I do like the color. Not that that matters, but like for me, I like it. Anyway,
It's missing glitter.
cheers. Glitter.
Latte.
Ooh. Shut up.
It does.
That tastes literally like cheesecake.
Yeah.
Oh my
But if you
god.
drink too many,
Oh, you're fucked.
Hangover City.
Yeah, because it's got a lot of sweet in it. And for those of you that don't know, like if you're drinking, right? And you do mixers that are sweet or whatever, that is actually what contributes to you having a headache the next day. So yeah, too many of these, you would be fucked.
They make fun of me for whiskey and Diet Cola. I'm like,
But guess who- yeah.
Over tomorrow, dude.
Yo.
Or whiskey and water.
Highly recommend. If you've been on my channel, like, yeah, I'll make drinks, I'll make shots, and I'll be like, okay, it's good or not. This is dangerous. This is actually really good. It does taste like cheesecake.
It's almost like a damn green tea.
Yeah.
Because green teas get you drunk just looking at them.
Oh my god. Hold on, is there extra?
And,
Hold on, let's
white
see.
teas.
Ooh, there is. Hold on. Let's see. I won't be stingy.
I ain't petty.
Because I almost took out all that shit. Yo, this is really good. I'm actually like shocked.
I've been turned. How we both went in, like,
God,
eager.
that's so good.
we.
We're like, no,
Yeah.
we want more. All right, well, let's
Yeah,
get
you
to
shouldn't
our
drink
next-
this. It'll give you a hangover. Slam.
So, the next topic that we were supposed to talk about.
Right.
Okay.
Fuck me harder.
What are the 3 most important things in a relationship.
Mm.
The 3 most important qualities to have in a
Are
relationship.
you gonna go first?
I would like to say honesty, loyalty, and respect. That's well, damn, bro.
Yep.
Communication.
It's hard.
Like, don't get weird on me.
Yeah.
If I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And you're like, nothing. I'm like, dude, I don't argue with my girlfriends like toxically. I try to be professional.
Toxically.
I like toxic. I don't know, dude. I'm like, so what's going on? They're like, nothing.
Right,
I'm
let's
like,
talk about
I'm
it.
like, you're upsetting me. So like, I do what is called I'm frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're dating and I'm getting upset, I'm like, I'm fucking frustrated, or I'll be like, I'm frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Well, you're doing this and it's frustrating me. We have to sort it out. Like when I was growing up, my mom and stepdad would like get heated and like throw dishes and like just get toxic, and I was like, what is that? And then in my relationships, I'm like, I'm frustrated. Why? Well, you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it gets heated, I leave.
But if you had to pick 3, what would be your top 3?
Communication, loyalty, honesty.
I would
Respect goes without saying.
right, because I will definitely say my top 3 is communication, trust,
Loyalty.
and
Loyalty. Trust is loyalty.
yeah, so I feel like that goes hand in hand.
Right.
The question I asked was like, what are the top 3 most important things that you need in a relationship? I personally would say communication, trust, and sexual compatibility. Hear me out. Because communication, obviously, like what we just talked about, right? You should be able to communicate, and that's going to solve 90% of your problems. I think a lot of people lack communication skills. I think a lot of people are afraid of communication, so that's where a lot of the problems stem from, right? But then the reason I say sexual compatibility is because I have seen it both ways. I've seen sex be super important to somebody and not important to the other person. And I think that a lot of people, they disregard that and they don't realize like how important that is in a relationship. If you are not a sexual person, that is completely fine, but you need to go be with someone who is a non-sexual person as well. And then guess what? You both are gonna thrive, and sex is just not that important in your relationship. But if you are with someone who is very, very like sex like positive and like that's something that means something to them, and you're not, you are gonna continuously have issues. For me, I have to be with somebody that I am compatible with in that department, because we're going to be together for 40, 50, 60 years. If we're not compatible in that department, it's not going to work out.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was dating this girl in 2020 and she was very beautiful. And I was like, you know, Addams Family. Like I always use this analogy. If I can't be like Gomez when you walk in the room,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Every time Morticia comes in the room, Gomez is like, bruh.
All about her.
Like smooching the arm and shit.
Yep.
Like just, and it's, because I like doing that, dude, but in this day and age, you can't. I have to be like, I don't care.
And it does not.
And I'm sitting here like, I don't care, but I'm like,
and it does not
I want to
mean,
love you, but like, I gotta like act like I don't.
well, and it does not
Which
mean
sucks.
that your love language is touch. And I think a lot of people get that misconstrued.
No.
My love language is not touch, but I am very like, sex is like high up in my relationship. Like that's, I need to make sure that we're good. But that does not mean it's touch. Well, so some of the answers, that's why I brought it up about the communication, because a lot of people said communication, but some of the answers that we got was communication, patience, and honesty.
Yeah.
I think patience is important. Definitely top 5. I wouldn't say it's my top 3, but it's definitely top 5.
I'm very impatient, but I can like,
Show patience if you need to.
well, what I was saying earlier, like if we're arguing, I'm gonna leave, because I get angry. Like I don't throw stuff or like punch walls or like slap people.
Because you choose to walk away.
I just like get loud and rant and pace, but I know that like makes women feel threatened, right? I mean, women are sensitive.
Well, certain women, but I think that also comes back to communication, because if she already knows, like you've communicated that that's how you react to things, she should already know that you're not going to do anything to
Right.
her.
I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated. You're pissing me off. I'm out of here. I'm gonna walk around, And then they get mad. They're like, don't fucking leave. I'm like, dude, I have to get out of here because I'm mad. And I don't want to say something I'll regret.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave me the fuck alone for 2 minutes. I'll come back and then we'll talk.
And I think, again,
Like, it heated, dude.
Don't hate me for saying this, but it is something I think that needs to be touched on. I think a lot of women sometimes, when they don't like how a dude is reacting to something, they make it about them instead of realizing that men are wired differently. They handle things different, they think about things different, they perceive things different. No matter what you say or do, you have to understand that men and women are different.
Every time I've been in a heated argument, I'm trying to be like professional.
But
Logic.
what I'm getting at is a lot of women don't want to let the man walk away. They don't want to let men take that. They're like, oh, but if you cared, no. Men handle conflict different than women. So if a man is trying to walk away, let him. Someone said vulnerability, love, and compassion. Do I agree that vulnerability, love, and compassion is very important? It's so tough. My dog is scared of the rain and it's raining.
Oh, is that what that is? Or is it cold?
No, she gets scared of the rain. Vulnerability, love, and compassion. I do agree that vulnerability is very important. I would say that's like top 10. Because if you're not able to be vulnerable with your partner, you're not gonna learn, in my opinion, you're not gonna learn enough about them. And I think vulnerability is what helps you learn how to love them.
Yep.
That's just me.
But the problem is nowadays, men can't be vulnerable because it gets thrown in their face later.
And that is something that pisses me the fuck off, because morally, and I know maybe I'm a rare breed, I don't know, but morally, this kind of goes back to, if you saw my last episode, if you tuned in, I talked about having an OCD. Morally, this is just one of those OCD things about my relationship. If a man says something in a vulnerable state, whether he cries or not, that OCD in my brain, it is off limits. Anytime that we argue, anytime we have a disagreement, anytime that we fight, morally, that shit is off limits. You don't talk about it, you don't bring it up. And so many women, y'all women, again, ladies, don't hate me, but I'm calling you out on your bullshit. So many women throw shit in men's face that they were vulnerable about, and then you bitch and complain when a man doesn't want to open up to you, when a man doesn't want to be vulnerable. Because then for women like me, it makes it hard for men to open up.
Yeah.
But vulnerability is super important.
And now I'm at the age I'm at, I'm 35.
Yeah.
I just don't be talking no more. I cry like a diva. No, I cry pretty, baby. But no,
oh my god.
I just leak from my face, and I'm processing, but like I don't like to do it in front of people. And then
I don't cry in front of people.
I did it in front of one girl one time, and I felt so insecure about it, and I was like, she doesn't like me no more.
You should never.
No. But this is before I saw the thing. So Macho Man was being, he was on Conan, and Conan was like, so does Macho Man cry? Macho Man was like, I've soared with the eagles and slithered with the snakes. I've had my feelings hurt, and I've cried with the best of them. And I was like, oh shit. And this dude's like we're talking.
Yeah. Like
he jumps off the top rope and elbows motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And he cries, and I was like, oh, it's fine. But then I'm like, I still like, you know what I mean? But then like there was one chick who was like, it's fine. And then she never threw it against me, but like others have.
Well, and that's the thing, like it's okay for a man to cry. And I don't even think, and I'll go as far as to say this for you men out there, I don't even think you should feel bad about showing your emotions to somebody. I think you should, and you should put your pride aside, and you should be okay with being vulnerable. But the moment that woman shows you that she does not respect your vulnerability, that's when you need to move on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that you should just shut down and not be vulnerable anymore. I think you just have to pick and choose. Okay, if I am vulnerable with someone and then they throw it in my face, done.
Yeah.
Move the fuck on.
I mean, I cried in front of my homies, and they treated me better than like some of these girls.
Right.
Like my homies were like, there, bro. Like hug. You know what I mean? Like, I hug the homies, dude. Mm-hmm. My boys. You going through something? You want to cry?
Yeah.
We're hugging, dude. I don't care. But like, I should also be able to do that with my girlfriend if you're my best friend.
So another person said,
right,
Trust, loyalty, and realness. No fake shit. I'm gonna put realness top 5 because me personally,
Well,
let me
dude,
finish.
how real though? Because like people hate me because I'm real.
I don't give a fuck.
'Cause
People
I'm
hate
blunt.
me because I'm real.
Because I'm blunt.
So am I.
So like, I was dating this chick one time, and I was like, "We're getting fat. We gotta go to the gym."
I love it. I respect
She was like,
it.
"You just call me fat." I was like,
Yep.
I said, "We're getting fat." She was like, "You call me fat." I was like, "Bro."
Cool, great, awesome. Let's go to the gym. If my
Right,
man said some
right.
shit like that to me,
We're
he said
getting fat.
weird, I'd be like, now if he was like,
It was
yo, you're getting
pandemic.
fat, I would kind of, be a little like, damn, you could have worded it a little different. Like, damn, babe.
Well,
But if you
yeah.
say we, what is the issue?
We're getting fat.
My thing is this, right? I'm one of the realest people you will ever come across. So for me, I'm okay with my man being real. I'm okay with my man giving me brutal honesty. And I actually agree with this. I wouldn't say it's my top 3.
How far is too far though?
I don't really think there's a too far. It's how you word things.
Ha-
You don't have to be an
Yeah,
asshole
yeah.
to be real. And I think that's where people get confused. You can be blunt and you can be real, but you don't have to be a dick or a bitch about it.
Whoa.
And I think people, they'll say things and, oh, I'm just blunt. No, you're a fucking asshole.
Well,
there's a difference.
I
There's a difference.
no.
You can be respectful
'Cause I'm
while
that
being
guy.
honest.
I'm blunt.
You can be blunt. I'm blunt. But I'm not
Am I an asshole?
you haven't been an asshole to me. I don't know. I don't see how you are, but I'm
I
just saying.
get called that all the time. They're like, I'm blunt. They're like, no, you're just a dick. I'm like, no, you're just soft.
Okay, well, certain people might take,
Participation trophy cultures.
but certain people take our honesty at like they don't know how to take it, so they say that we're being rude. But my thing is, I know for a 100% fact that when I'm honest, I am respectful. So you
Yeah.
can be respectful. Like there's a difference between saying, okay, if someone came up to you and was like, yo, your fucking music's trash, that's being disrespectful. But if someone came
I'd
up
be like,
to you,
let me hear you rap, bro. I promise not to laugh. Oh, you can't.
but if someone came up to you and said, hey, I like what your vision is and I like where you're going, but I think you could work on this, or I
That's-
think you know what I'm
that's
saying?
fine.
A lot of people like don't cherish being real in a relationship as much as they should. Well, okay, so talking about being real and being honest in a relationship, right? The next question was, can you teach someone to be sexually what you want, or is it a deal breaker? Like, are you the type of person that's like, yo, if we're not sexually compatible, I'm not teaching you. Done.
What's sexually compatible?
Doing what you like, being good in bed.
Well, kinks or like.
Anything. Just if you mess around with somebody for the first time and they're just whack, they're just fucking whack. Can you teach them like what you like?
Every like amazing thing I've ever had was just natural. I didn't have to say shit.
Yeah.
It was always toxic. So if I could just get like the amazing with the non-toxic, that would be fine.
See,
But my type, I'm attracted to, and like the sexual chemistry is dope. Our compatibility, terrible. I don't know what that's about.
I'm semi-torn on this. At first I thought it was like, oh, it has to be organic, and I think it's just supposed to mesh, and I think that's kind of the part of like finding your soulmate. It's like it just clicks and you just like don't even have to worry, right? But then I'm definitely not gonna teach you everything.
No.
Like if you don't know shit about shit, oh my god. If
Shit
it's
about-
just whack,
shit
like that's
about-
an
shit about
absolute no. But I have had people that I've been very, very, very into that part of it was good. Cause okay, let's break it down, right?
Well, it does depend, like
Let's-
certain, but like the actual sex, if it's bad, it's bad.
Well, so you
Can't do it.
But there's like levels, right? So there's kissing. You could be a good or bad kisser. There's
Right.
there's third base.
Foreplay.
Well, okay, we'll
Fooling
just say
around.
foreplay,
Fooling
right?
around.
Head, all that stuff. And then there's sex, right? So if you're like good at kissing, you're good at sex, but you're kind of not the best at head, I can work with that. I can kind of tell you like, okay, this is what I like, because I think because I'm bisexual, I think that like I've kind of learned that every woman is different, and like, okay, maybe I could teach my partner, okay, the head, this is what I don't really think I've had many experiences where like I wouldn't even have to teach someone, to be quite honest.
Well, so that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. Like the lust is there. You
Yeah.
you just know everything about each other somehow.
Yeah.
Like there's no like telling anything.
But I will say, if someone came to me and we were vibing, and then all of a sudden we get to the bedroom and just everything is off, I'm sorry, it's a no for me. But that's just me. Some of the responses we got was a little different. Someone said, you can teach somebody, but it's gonna take a long time to feel comfortable enough to do so. Yeah, I feel like that's not something I can like wait around to even do.
Yeah.
Like, even if I was gonna try to teach someone, it's not gonna be no long time, bitch. No, we're gonna get this shit figured out. It's important, but it's not a key factor in a relationship.
What, sex?
For you,
It's pretty important.
not for me. It's important.
Look, dude, life is short. So, and then one day we're gonna get old and my dick's not gonna work. So I'm trying to do stuff while I can with my hot girlfriend, right?
Someone said everyone can be taught, but you have to be open-minded. I agree. Like, you know what? I actually have a friend where we've had this conversation before, and she is all about teaching someone. And I'm like, you know what, baby? I love you for that. You're so
Is
sweet.
she like a dominatrix? Or...
Yeah.
Really?
She really is. That's funny you said that.
Turn this off and give me your number.
She's taken.
She gothic?
She's taken.
Oh,
she
God.
is too. She has a gothic.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Switchblades.
But no, like I love her for that. Like I love that she's willing to be patient. I love that she's willing to do that. You know what? This is another thing too. So it's funny you brought up dominatrix, right? So I think that dominant women, they're okay with teaching, whereas a woman who likes to be submissive and likes the man to be dominant, it's almost like a turn off that he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm already turned off because I feel like you're supposed to be dominant, you're supposed to lead, you're
Shouldn't
supposed to know
have
what
to
the
tell
fuck
you
you're doing.
what I like.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
So like,
I've heard that before.
unfortunately, but for dominatrix and like dominant women, they could teach. And I love that for them. They need to be with all the men that don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So sorry. But I will say this, there was this guy that I was, let me just stop running. It's a guy that I'm talking to right now. And I literally said, I was like, it's funny because your intimidation like turns me on, but at the same time, his intimidation is what makes me not want to initiate sometimes. I'm just scared to initiate sometimes because I don't know what he's dealing with or like what his mood is at that very moment.
That's weird.
And I know, right?
I had
I
COVID.
know.
I had COVID. And I was dying. And my girlfriend came in my room, grabbed my wiener. And I was like, what's happening? And she was like, well, you're not feeling good. And I was like,
That is
like-
some shit I would do too.
and I was like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, what a nice lady. I would do that for her, but like,
And that's the thing.
you're
like,
a gem. When I feel better, I'm taking you on a hot date.
Like I remember like one morning I like randomly like he was sleeping and I was bored and I was like, well, I don't know if I can like initiate that, but like
What?
I gave him a massage because I was like,
You gave him a massage?
yeah, like a back massage
What?
because I didn't know if I should initiate.
That's
sexy
so nice,
time.
dude.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, I'm like still a little nervous, but like at the same time, I was like, let me do something nice, and so I did. But like he was like, what? He was like, you can like make a move whenever you want. And I was like, I don't know, the intimidation.
So, yeah.
This was a great conversation, good topic, right?
Yeah, I
Are you
love
gonna
it.
cheers me or what?
Oh,
bitch?
fuck off.
Fuck.
Make me another shot, isn't it?
We're about to take
Do
another
my
one.
cheesecake! Thanks for inviting
There you
me.
go. Of course.
Sykes Word Podcast.
Yes, please check out his podcast.
Heathen
Sykes
Gang,
Word.
fucking Echo Sykes, Switchblades to Cocaine, new album coming soon.
Period.
She's cool.
I hate that my nail is broken.
Let's do it.
Come back for the next episode of Text to My Ex. Cheers.